Can you hear me?
Jagarnath!
Can you hear me?
Welcome!
Jai Gurudev. Good
Hey,
morning. Good evening, actually.
good morning. Thank you so much for joining us so early.
You're totally welcome.
So, Bob, we have about 130 or so people on the Hangout,
Okay.
watching, listening in. They have
Let's,
questions. I don't know if you wanted to address this last question on, with all the conflict and violence in the world, how can we make a difference?
Annalise, I'll get to that question, but I want to answer that intention, attention, manifestation question. Because there's so much confusion about that. You know, I'm writing a book, and there is a whole chapter on it called "The Real Secret," which addresses this particular question. You know, many people are putting their attention on the intention. You know, they are sitting there visualizing stuff and thinking of stuff, and all that is fine, but unless you put your attention on the action.
Hmm. Oh.
Say you, like I gave the example, you want to come to WCF, or you just think, maybe you just want to have pizza for dinner, right? You can sit in your sofa and think of pizza in all its glory, but you're not going to get pizza. Right? Unless you're super lucky and you have been doing like crazy amounts of sadhana, and Guruji sends a friend over to your apartment with a with a pizza, you're not gonna get that pizza, right? So the point is that the attention has to be on the action,
Wow.
not on the intention. The intention provides a direction to where you want to go. So when you say I want to have pizza for dinner, you say, all right, I want to have pizza. I don't want to have Thai. I don't I don't want to have hamburgers. I don't want to have any of that stuff. I want pizza, right? I want to go to India for WCF. So it's not, I don't want to go to Canada. I don't want to go to Thailand. I don't want to go to Australia. So it gives you a direction. It focuses your prana, it focuses your life force. And then when you put your attention on the action and really give 100% over there, then it's going to manifest, and you're going to get what you started off with, right? And then there is an addition to that as well. The other skill that you require is the ability to wait. You know, you can even if you want pizza for dinner, and even if you are going to order it out, order it from somewhere, you will still need to wait for those 20 minutes or half an hour for the pizza to come to your place. You cannot have it now, right? Many people want what they want it right now. It's not going to happen. Okay, so the ability to wait and wait for the actions that you have taken to come into the physical reality of manifestation. This is a huge ability, which again people lack, right? And then the final thing is to have the grace to accept that sometimes it will not work, right? So a friend of ours asked me once in one of the satsangs, she asked, does Gurudev answer all our prayers? I said, yes, he does, but sometimes the answer is no. And that is good for us, right? There are so many times we pray for some things which are completely weird, and thank God that it didn't come true. So this is the whole thing, according to me. The real secret is this, that you put your attention on the action. Definitely you have the intention, then you put your attention on action. Wait for the manifestation, and know when to stop hankering for it. Know when to say, all right, it doesn't matter if this thing is there in my life or not, it doesn't matter. So letting go. So all these things put together make you super successful, can make you really very successful.
Wow. Amazing.
Okay, what is the next question?
Okay, so with all the conflict and violence in the world, what can we do to make a difference?
Your sadhana every morning. You have no idea the kind of effect meditation has. I think Maharishi ji had done experiment way back in the 80s where a group of people meditated 24 hours a day in shifts, in a place for about a month. I forget the name of the place. I think it was Iowa.
Washington, D.C.
Beg your pardon?
It was in Washington, D.C.
It was in Washington, and the crime rates fell, and so many positive things happened. It's called the Maharishi effect. You can read up about it. There
Yeah.
is absolutely no doubt that meditation sadhana contributes to world peace in ways that you cannot imagine. Yeah, there are so many TED talks now talking about it. And finally, what is when you say world peace, what is the world really made up of? It is made up of people like you and me, and you cannot have peace unless every single person is peaceful, isn't it? You cannot have peace in the world when it is full of violent people. And violent people is just violent minds. It is that thing that is in there that is causing them to do all these crazy things, isn't it? So, A, see that you meditate. B, see if you can influence other people to meditate as well, right? According to me, that is the simplest, easiest, fastest solution to world peace.
Hmm.
Yeah? And if you think that, oh, but how can these murderers, and how can these rapists, and how can these terrorists, how can we even, would they even meditate? And the answer is a resounding yes, because we have been teaching in prisons in India, and 90% of the times we have transformation which is unbelievable. you
Hmm.
know we have had people come on the courses to disrupt the courses with the specific instruction from their bosses to disrupt the courses, and even these people have melted. So so according to me, we are already sitting on the solution. We just need to put our intention on it and get it into action, and so that it manifests, there is manifestation.
Wow. Amazing.
Mm. So wherever you are, in your campuses, in your homes, in your communities, in your towns, wherever you are, if you can influence people to learn to meditate, yeah, maybe just a full moon meditation every 15 days, there is an amazing amount of stuff that can happen if you meditate and you make the people around you meditate.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then all the other solutions are there, which the experts are talking about, and there are conferences on it and all that. But according to me, all that is secondary, because if the mind only is not all right, you can take all the good decisions you want and not implement them,
Hmm.
isn't it? So if you can create that steadiness and stillness in the mind, then I think, according to me, all the violent tendencies will just fade away or be relegated to video games where they belong.
Nice. Okay, next question.
Yes, please. Unless somebody else on the panel wants to also answer.
We want to hear from you, Bawa.
Oh, all right. But
Oh, wow. Now
I want to hear from you as well.
there's a lots of juicy questions that have just popped up. Okay, how do I know if I'm really happy or not?
How do you know if you're really happy or not? Uh, do you know when you're sad? Can you figure that one out? Someone punches you in the nose, your girlfriend doesn't kiss you, a dog bites you, a bee stings you. I'm sure you can figure out sad, right? Opposite of that is happy. Someone had asked Gurudev once, Guruji, is this the right question to ask you? So Guruji asked that person straight back, so do you mean you are asking a wrong question? He says, no, no, Guruji. So you know what is right, because you're not asking a wrong question.
Wow.
Isn't it? Similarly, when you know what is unhappy, and we all know what is unhappy, for sure you know what is happiness. I don't need to be there to tell you what is happiness. Though if you want to ask, if you are asking my definition of happiness, it's finding the toilet door open when you really need to go. I think everything else is overrated. And peace of mind, by the way, is what happens immediately afterwards.
Bawa, you're famous for your potty humor. Okay, another one related to happiness. I think this is from a course organizer. People tell me I am happy, then why should I do this course? It's times like these I get lost for words in front of people.
The happiness that we are talking about on the course is not the mundane type of happiness. In fact, there is a fantastic talk by a guy called Sean Aker on TED. It's a 12-minute talk. Let me see if I can even whip up the link for you guys.
Sean Aker.
What do you usually ask about allergic to?
Fantastic.
There we are. So it's like I said, it's just a 12 or 13-minute talk. You really need to see it. Where is the Hangout window gone? There.
Is it this one, Bao?
Yup, it's that one. So this talk talks about what we call the happiness advantage and the whole field of positive psychology that has evolved around that. And it tells about how when you are happy, you are so much more productive, so much more creative, so much more intelligent, so much faster. And this is proved by hardcore scientific research. I think he's from Harvard or MIT or one of those top Ivy League schools. He's very, very funny. He's so funny. It's so enjoyable to watch him. But he kind of really confirms all the things that we have been talking about for the last 30 years about why it is so important to be happy. And that happiness is not something that you can. It's not hardwired into your system. Unfortunately, it is something that you need to learn and train yourself to be happy. But for all the people who tell me, oh, but I'm already happy, all I tell them is, are you allergic to more happiness? Right? So on a sustained basis, if you can keep that smile on your face, it is a training worth taking. Yeah.
It's like saying you have an opportunity to earn $1 million, but already I have money.
It's like saying, Dinesh says that here is an opportunity for you to earn $1 million, and the other person says, but I already have money. Right.
Okay, another question. Why should we prioritize World Culture Festival over work?
No, don't. Do your work. At no point ever should you prioritize anything over what your responsibility is, unless that is more important than what your responsibility is. Like, for example, you may be a son or a daughter or a father or a mother or a person working in some company, and then you go on an advanced course or you go on an art of living course. No, you know that the priority for that is more important because it's going to make you a better human being, right? So then it is okay to break a commitment. This is from the DSM. Right? But in no way should you be irresponsible because of any art of living event in your workplace or in your personal space. You should not be. But that does not mean that you don't work for the art of living event either. Yeah, that's the whole point about art of living. The art of living, remember? Yeah, so that you can do so many things at the same time. That's what's important. So if you do your sadhana, seva, satsang, then you will find that you don't need to even this question itself will not come. Why should I prioritize WCF over work? It is as simple as well, WCF exists, so you do it. You do work for it. Okay.
How should Yes Plus exist in a university? Who should students learn about it from? Student groups, faculty, etc.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah. Right. And they should also, according to me, they should also have the negative opinion about Yes Plus. I'm sure there are people who did not like it so much. Right. So for me, actually, if something is always everybody says it's very nice, it's very nice, it's very nice, it's very nice, then I start getting suspicious. Right. So there have to be those naysayers, those people who say, oh no, this is not so nice. And I would like that people use their intellect and listen to all the sides of the story and then use their brains and come for our courses, because then we know that we are getting the really intelligent ones.
As we say, opposite values are complementary. The negative adds to the glory of the positive. Gurudev, there was so much opposition, for example, in Pakistan during the International Yoga Day, and somebody asked him, Guruji, they are opposing all this. He says, yes, that adds to the glory of what we are doing, all our work.
Wow.
So our job, or like Gurudev put it, he said, my job is to make the sun rise. It's not to get rid of the clouds. And clouds can only add to the beauty of the sunrise. All right. So let the Yes Plus courses, let the Art of Living courses, let this knowledge be available, and then let people choose to do it. And when they make an intelligent choice, when they sit and think about why they want to do this course and then come for the course, I think it makes them much better students, and then later on much better human beings.
Just as Star Wars is releasing today, everybody is going to talk about it. Similarly, Yes Plus, everybody can talk about it.
We already saw it.
You already saw it.
We already saw Star Wars. We decided Emily looks like the
Don't
star.
tell me. I don't want to hear anything. I'm not even.
Force Awakens. Bawa, this is all you need to know. The lead character is a woman.
Oh.
Okay.
I've not even seen that trailer because I want to go to the theater completely surprised by it. I've not even bothered seeing the trailer yet.
You'll love it.
Yeah, but the boys in the in the ashram, all of them, everybody's been watching all the old movies. So every night there is the May the Force be with you. Okay, next question.
Our Yes Plus World Culture Festival service trip will be visiting Sri Sri University. What kind of benefits do you see with this collaboration?
The benefit is always up to you. Okay, you can go to the most amazing person, or you can go to the most amazing place and ask completely idiotic questions and get absolutely no benefit from it. So you figure out what benefit you want from it. Right? I have seen people sit with Guruji, and here is the man who can give them enlightenment, and they say, oh, my daughter is not getting married. So, or I'm not getting a job, or some stupid mundane stuff, right? So, I mean, that's fine. That's also great. Who else will you ask it from, right? But what you get out of any situation is going to be completely dependent on what you are going to put into it. Yeah. Think of something as simple as going to the gym. I mean, you go to the gym and you just sit there and watch other people work out. You're not going to get anything out of it, right? But you go to the gym and you work out and you do it on a consistent, regular basis. Well, then you will get something out of it, and it's your responsibility. Nobody else can make it happen for you. So whether you're going to Shishi University, whether you're going to India, whether you're coming for the WCF, whether you're going to sit on the next advanced course, whether you're going to go for that next interview with your boss, whether you're going to propose to your girlfriend, whether you're going to have pizza, what you're going to get out of it is going to be dependent on how much you put into it. Okay?
A related question, why do you think it's important for young people to be at World Culture Festival?
Well, I wouldn't do age discrimination.
This was one of the popular questions. I don't know.
I mean, then you'll ask me, is it important for a person between 18 and 25? Then the next question will be, is it important for a person between 26 and 35? It's important for everybody. Right? I made a short video about it. Did you guys watch it?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, that's the reason. If you consider yourself to be a good person, this is a place where good person come together and make noise, right? That's what a festival is. All these terrible people are making so much noise and getting so much attention. It's time we good people made some noise and got some attention, isn't it? So if you consider yourself a good person, you need to be there. It's as simple as that. Whether you are young or old. That's the reason I'm going there.
Mama, how can we get more students to join us on the trip? This is another question.
It will be. Or tell them how challenging it will be, both. Yes? Okay. So for the people who you see are a little frail and delicate, tell them it's really cool. For the people you see who are strong and tough, tell them, man, India is such a challenging place. You ain't seen anything until you've been to India. So however you want, you just have to. There is no specific formula that if you say this, then they will come. The point is that you infuse your enthusiasm and your energy into the environment around you, into the people with you, and you will find that they will want to join you. And this is not just for WCF, but for anything that you're involved in. Absolutely anything you're involved in. Yeah. In fact, things like WCF are a perfect testing ground of your people's skill. So that when you are starting your own startup or when you're doing something for your own life where the stakes are super high, yeah, you already have acquired the skills of talking to people, being with people, convincing people, and all that. Yeah. For me, that was a huge learning when I used to organize Art of Living courses or Art of Living events, because it made me so much better a human being and so much more skillful. Because here, okay, someone says, oh, I don't want to come. It's okay, don't come. We've got 3.5 million people, right? But from that, I don't want to come, you need to sit and introspect and think, okay, what did I say or not say? What did I do or not do that this person is not listening to me? How am I? What kind of energy am I carrying? In what way did I present myself that this person said no? And if you can figure that out and eliminate all those things or add all those things and go to the next person and talk, and then they say yes, then you know, okay, I'm doing something right here. And then if you do those things over and over and many more people are saying yes, then you know, yes, this is working. And this is a skill worth learning. Yeah. Okay. So it's for me, an Art of Living intro talk is always a very interesting experience, because I find that the objections that people have are reflections of my own doubts, right? So even when you're posting, when you're thinking of yourself, your professional life, your own personal life, just make a note of this. Whatever objections that you are facing from people are usually the doubts that are within you that are being reflected, and you need to figure out what those doubts are and fix them, and then things will work. Okay, so it's not just oh, let's go and convince people for the art of living, or go, let's go and convince them for the WCF. It's an intense personal journey that you are embarking on, and it can be very interesting.
Hmm. How do we convince more people from different religious backgrounds to join meditation or any course? What's the best way to make them aware?
It doesn't matter what religion they are from. They want to be happy. They want to smile. Are they breathing? These are the questions you ask them. Who cares whether you go to church or whether you go to a temple or whether you go to a mosque or whether you don't go anywhere, right? I don't think any religion is against people being happy, people being peaceful, people being content, people succeeding in life, people realizing their dreams, people making other people happy. Is there any religion which is against that? If so, then you should get out of that religion, right? Uh, all religions that I know of are always 100% in favor of all these things that we mentioned, and this is a clear result of meditation. I mean, I don't have to say it. It is now research. It is now research, right? So pop the research in front of them. Say read and convince yourself that what we are talking about is important.
What will be the impact of World Culture Festival on the global consciousness now and in the future?
I'm sure they will look forward to the next 5 years celebration. Yes. Look, I am not an astrologer, so I don't know I don't know how to predict the future. But like Gurudev once was asked, Guruji, can you predict the future? He said, no. Wise men don't predict the future; they make the future, and that's what we think also. You know, yeah. I mean, any big event is definitely going to have some sort of impact, some sort of very positive impact on the globe and on everybody. And I think the people who are there, who are participating in it more, is going to have more impact, right? So come there and find out.
What are all the amazing things that people never having visited India can look forward to in India and at WCF?
The food.
That's true.
We have food that you can only dream about. You know, in Delhi we have one. There are some amazing places, but there is one place called the Qutub Minar. The Qutub Minar itself is okay. It's like a little tower, but near that there is an iron pillar, which was built around 2,000 years ago, and it has not rusted. It is rust-proof iron. We have still not figured out how to make rust-proof iron, which our ancients had made. You know, if you have watched my technology or spirituality video, I talk about it in that. It's a chance for you to go and check out rust-proof iron. You know, Delhi has fairly high pollution and good rain and everything, and still this particular pillar has withstood all that, and there is no rust on it. And modern, in quotes, modern science has still not figured out how the Indians managed to make rust-proof iron 2,000 years ago. So there are many little gems like that all over Delhi. And if you go just a little bit away and you can go to Rishikesh, it's the most amazing rafting in the world. You know, there are grade 6, grade 7 rapids, and they are open to public because of the way the river is. After the rapid, there is a huge stretch of very calm water. So almost, I mean, I will not say almost anybody. Anybody can do rafting on the Ganga, and it's so safe and it's so much fun. It's such an exhilarating experience, and it's so cheap. It's like 500 to 700 rupees for a 6-hour rafting trip. Can you imagine? Yeah. So there is plenty. I mean, you can come to India and stay for 5 years, and you'll still not see it. You'll not be able to uncover the gems that are there hidden in this country. And of course, the people. You know, the people of India are very special. And I have been to villages where they have one glass of milk in between a family of 5 people, and when a guest comes there, they will happily offer it and go without it. So this kind of hospitality, this kind of generosity of heart, which comes so naturally, is such a pleasure to watch and learn from. Yeah.
Wow.
So India can be quite an adventure, and always India is always a life transforming experience. Okay. So take it as an adventure, and you will love India.
That was the next question, actually. Since the Yes Plus trip is going to do renewable energy service in some villages in India, what is your experience of doing service in villages?
Oh well, I'm very frankly, I'm a very much a city boy, and I very rarely go to villages. But once or twice I have been there, and I have been taken aback by the love and by the uh, generosity of the people over there, and the ability to share so effortlessly of what little they have. This is, I think, the most, I mean, sometimes they stay in very desperate situations. They could be living an entire month on $5. Can you imagine that? A whole family would be living an entire month on $5, and these people still have it in their heart to share what they have with people who come to their village. So it can be heart wrenching, and it can be super inspiring.
What was it like for you to start a youth movement all across India?
Well, I didn't start anything; it just happened. Yeah, and it was not just across India; it was all over the world.
That's true.
Remember that crazy trip we had in the US?
Yes.
So it was so effortless; it just happened. Guruji said, "Do something for the youth." That was all the instruction that Dinesh and I were given by Guruji. You too, you do something for the youth. And we just took it to its logical conclusion. We could have just done 2 courses for young people and said we did something for the youth, or we could have done Yes Plus, taking it to its taking it to its logical extreme. And that's what I think Gurudev does. He opens windows of opportunity, and you can either just do a little bit and get away with it, you know or you can just see, okay, here is an instruction that I have got, here is an opportunity that I've got. What can I do to take it to its absolute extreme? How would I expand on this? And it's always quite interesting when the answers come.
Wow. Val, how can we go deeper into meditation?
Don't try. See, meditation and spirituality is not a competition, neither with anybody else nor with yourself. Meditation is effortless. You simply sit there and close your eyes and let whatever happen happen. Okay? That's it. There is nothing to do. There is nothing to achieve. So don't confuse your materialistic goals with your meditation. Meditation is where you let go and just chill and sit there, relaxed and calm, and that's it. Whether you go deep or not, that's not your problem. That's the guru's problem. Let him do his job. You do your job.
Wow.
Yeah, of course, having a good diet, exercising a little bit, all those things that you can do before meditation, for sure you do it. Yeah. But once you actually get to the meditation part of it, like you have finished your 3-stage pranayam, you've done your bastrika, you've chanted your om, you've done your 20-40-40, you have done all that. After that, you just sit and do nothing and relax, and that's it.
Is it okay to have thoughts during Kriya?
Of course. Of course. Yes, it's absolutely okay to have thoughts. In fact, this is a misconception that many people have, that for meditation you should have no thoughts. It's like asking, is it okay for the ocean to have waves? Yeah. See, there is a part of the ocean which is which is so still and there is hardly any movement there. And then there is a part of the ocean right above that where there is so much movement, isn't it? Same way with our minds. So it depends on which level of the mind that your consciousness is on. Sometimes you are on the surface and sometimes you are deeper, but that is nothing to do with the meditation that is happening. Okay?
Yeah.
It's perfectly fine to have thoughts. If you are having continuously connected thoughts, so you're going, oh, Star Wars, and oh, I went with Annalise, and oh, it was so much fun, and Bawa has not yet seen it, and he's going to really enjoy it. Now, this is the train of thought. So here you are not meditating, you are thinking. But if you are having random thoughts, pizza, Star Wars, Mount Everest, WCF, whatever, some random thoughts, then that is fine. That is just your mind de-stressing, and that means meditation is working. So if you're having connected thoughts, you should talk to your meditation teacher, whoever taught you meditation, on how to handle that. But if you are having disconnected thoughts, know that you're doing, know that things are working perfectly, and just enjoy them.
I think you already answered this, but it came again. What can we do as young people to contribute to world peace?
I already answered.
Yes, okay.
Meditate, make other people meditate. Be happy, make others happy. That's it. And don't expect peace right now. It's going to happen, it will happen. You be peaceful. Your world, let it be peaceful. Forget about the world peace. Make your world peaceful.
Beautiful. Anything else you want to share with us, Bawa?
Bawa, will you share something about what it's like to be organizing the World Cultural Festival in New Delhi? I know you're there on the team taking a lot of responsibility for the whole event, so will you share a little bit of your experience?
Oh, it's complete madness.
Huh?
It's complete madness. There is just so much to do. You don't know where to start, where to end, what to do. So you just, the first thing that comes on your plate, you just do it. And then you say, okay, what's next? It's like that. It's too humongous an event to even start thinking about. That's where we say we have faith in Gurudev. That's the real faith. The faith is that he knows what he is doing, because we surely don't.
I went to the ground yesterday in Delhi. It took 35 minutes in car to go around the place.
Wow.
Oh my God.
No, I'm telling you, it's unimaginable, the kind of work that's being put in and the kind of organizing that has to be done and all. It's unimaginable. And, there is this is where the doership goes away. Because you cannot do anything here. You just have to be available and let things happen through you, and then sleep in the night.
Wow.
That's it. So, if anybody says, "Oh, I am doing something for the World Culture Festival," they are lying. They cannot possibly do anything. Everything just happens through you.
Wow.
Wow. Anything else you want to share with us?
You ask.
Well, we just have to let you know that the actual #1 question we didn't ask, the #1 voted question was, when are you coming to the USA?
We took a poll, Bawa. We let everybody vote on the questions, and that was the #1 voted question.
Well, soon, I hope. You have to tell Gurudev about that. It's again not in my hands. He has to say, "Bawa, go there," and I do it.
How about after this World Cultural Festival, where we're organizing the Youth Forum for Peace Building and Social Change, we host one in the United States, and you can come to that one.
Yeah, but call it peace building and all that. Call it something more interesting and fun and crazy. Because for me, peace building is very simple. You sit there, close your eyes, meditate, make other people meditate, and peace building happens. You don't need a conference for that.
We'll come up with something so brilliant, Bawa. When you come to the United States, it'll be so brilliant.
Yeah, you tell Gurudev and Dinesh and I will come for sure. It's been a very long time since we have visited the US and it would be nice to come. And I've still not seen the Niagara Falls, so that's on my to-do list.
Oh, wow.
Great.
Oh, but I have to tell you something, we had the first Indian musical, the first Indian stage musical. Disney brought it to India, Beauty and the Beast, and we saw it in Delhi. And I
Wow.
tell you, it is better than anything I have seen in New York or in London. It was humongous. The sets were like something out of this world. Disney really went, they pulled all the stops, and it was so spectacular because I have seen it in London, but this was something else. It was a completely different experience. So and I found out from them whether they would be playing when WCF is going on. And I was thinking we should book the whole theater and have everybody go and watch it, but unfortunately they're not playing at that time.
Mm.
It was really, really a fabulous experience. I'm so glad musicals have made a foray into India.
That's awesome.
Good.
Bawa, we're all coming to perform some hip hop on the WCF stage.
That's very good. That's very cool. So there is a video that we are going to release tonight. It's called "Make the Moon Smile." It's all about the all about the environment, why we should conserve the environment in the first place, and then what an individual can do to conserve the environment, and what are the consequences. It's a very cool talk that I gave on Guru Purnima Eve. It will be there on the VND TV channel. We will release it tonight. Hopefully, it should get done. It is our intention to release it tonight. It's fairly long. It's about an hour talk, and it also includes a full meditation with Dinesh in it. So make sure you guys watch it and like it and share it and comment on it. And let's see, because I thought Guru Purnima Eve, and then the next day is full moon, and now it will be Christmas Eve, and the next day is full moon again. Christmas Day is full moon. So I thought it would be a good day to release it. So do check out that video and let me know how it is. Okay, it's called "Make the Moon Smile." So
Make them smile.
by being peaceful, by conserving the environment, when the moon is watching over us, is she smiling? Is the question that I asked. And what can we do to make her smile? Yeah.
Wow.
So
Bawa, will you and Dinesh be in the ashram after WCF?
yes, for sure. We come to Delhi on the 10th, and then we come back from Delhi on the 15th to the ashram. So we will be there.
So we'll meet you as a group.
Of course you will.
Okay. So everybody, we will get to meet Bawa and Dinesh in person. Just come to India. If you want to come on the Yes Plus trip, you can go onto the website, sevatrip.org, sevatrip.org. Or you can go onto the worldculturefestival.org website also. And we'll be meeting them in person in Bangalore after the World Culture Festival. Bawa, thank you so much for joining us in your busy schedule.
It was my pleasure. And
Thank
I
you
woke up
for
early so now I can
inspiring us.
do also.
Huh?
And you guys got me up really early. Last night we just traveled in from Delhi, so we were both quite groggy. But now that you've woken us up, we'll finish our sadhana and then go and meet Gurudev.
Oh, can we go with you?
Of course.
Dinesh, thank you both so much. Thank you for inspiring us so much.
You need to be really nice to Dinesh. He is now Guruji's secretary. So, if you want to go and meet Guruji, you know what to do.
Uh-oh. Wait, but he doesn't like brags as much as you do, right? Trader Joe's granola.
Okay, guys. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev! Thank you!
Thank you.
Jai Gurudev!
Thank you, everybody, for joining.
We'll meet you at the World Culture Festival!
Yes, we'll meet you at World Culture Festival soon.
If you need any support, let us know. Jai Gurudev!
Well.